This is where millionaires send their kids to school. A $67,000 a year boarding academy with sailing lessons and private chefs. But billionaires? They're playing a completely different game. We're talking about $157,000 annually at Institut La Rose, where former students include kings, princes, and the Rothschild family. Today, we're diving deep into the world of elite education, comparing millionaire schools to billionaire schools. And trust me, the differences will blow your mind. From the facilities, to the connections, to the sheer exclusivity, these aren't just schools. They're breeding grounds for tomorrow's power players. But here's what's really wild. While American billionaires are dropping six figures on Swiss boarding schools, China is quietly revolutionizing education with AI-powered classrooms and biometric technology that makes even the most expensive Western schools look outdated. We'll get to that in a moment. Let's start with what millionaires consider premium education. Take the Oxford Academy in Westbrook, Connecticut. At $67,000 per year, this place caters to just 48 students at a time, ensuring a one-on-one student-to-faculty ratio. Students here don't just attend classes, they follow a strict schedule that includes mandatory sports from 3:30 to 4:40, newspaper reading before dinner, and lights out at 10:30 sharp. The campus features sailing lessons on the actual ocean, airsoft activities, and meals prepared by a private chef using locally sourced ingredients. Students are required to wear jackets and ties to dinner 4 nights a week, because even at the millionaire level, tradition and discipline matter. But that's just the beginning. The Wooldridge School in Bethlehem, Connecticut, pushes the price tag to $74,500 annually. With only 42 students total, class sizes range from 2 to 5 students. The curriculum includes courses in astronomy, investment, philanthropy, music, and social media. Yes, they have an actual class on philanthropy, because when you're training future millionaires, giving back needs to be part of the education. The 25-acre campus features volleyball courts, a private movie theater, boats for fishing, and a rock climbing wall. Weekend privileges allow students to venture into town for movies, shopping, or dining at local restaurants. It's luxury, but it's still recognizably within the realm of what wealthy Americans might consider for their children. Moving up the millionaire school ladder, we hit the Quad Preparatory School in downtown Manhattan, right next to Wall Street. At $74,850 per year, this isn't just expensive, it's strategically located. The school focuses on students who are twice exceptional, meaning they struggle with social or executive functioning but have exceptional gifts in specific areas. Students attend weekly sessions with college counselors and bi-weekly sessions with academic advisors, each receiving individualized learning plans updated frequently. The campus includes a Zen zone for unwinding, recreational rooms, and dozens of clubs, including Anime Club, Dungeons & Dragons, Magic the Gathering, and Model UN. It's preparing millionaire kids for success, but it's still operating within conventional educational frameworks. Then there's the Foreman School in Litchfield, Connecticut, costing $78,600 per year. This school caters specifically to students diagnosed with ADD and ADHD, offering a learning environment tailored to their needs. With 230 students on a 125-acre campus and a 3.5-to-1 student-to-faculty ratio, the facilities include a robotics lab, an ingenuity lab, tennis courts, and athletic facilities within a forest setting. There's even an environmental hut that serves as a research station during warmer months and a warming station for ice skating in winter. Students must either participate in sports or work in the Lion's Den, a restaurant on campus, 6 days a week to learn culinary skills. But here's where millionaire schools start getting really interesting. For 2 weeks in March, Foreman offers educational experiences of the individual's choice. Last year included genealogy programs, filmmaking programs, history of rock and roll, and even Ingenuiski, where students create their own snowboards or skis from scratch. For students with more money, there are options to travel to the Galapagos Islands to study Darwin, go fly fishing in Tennessee, or travel to New Orleans to learn about Southern cooking. At the very top of the millionaire school tier sits Shortridge Academy in Milton, New Hampshire. At $85,000 per year, this is the most expensive high school in America. The 350-acre campus resembles luxury resorts more than traditional schools, with students residing in opulent mansions scattered throughout the property. Shortridge prides itself on being a therapeutic school, where mental health is a huge focus. Every student has their own mental health counselor and academic counselor working together to create individualized success plans. The facilities include Olympic-sized swimming pools, tennis courts, a golf course, equestrian facilities, and even a spa and wellness retreat where students can access massage therapy, yoga, and meditation. The dining experience features gourmet meals prepared by world-class chefs, and students are treated to restaurant-quality food, emphasizing nutrition and culinary excellence. 3 weekly sessions of physical education are mandatory, but students choose their activities, ranging from jiu-jitsu to weightlifting to nature hiking. But even at $85,000 per year, Shortridge Academy is still playing in the minor leagues compared to where billionaires send their children. Now let's talk about where billionaires send their kids. And the difference is staggering. Institut La Rosie in Switzerland doesn't just cost more. It operates on an entirely different level of exclusivity. At $157,000 per year, it's often called the School of Kings, for good reason. Founded in 1880, it's one of the oldest boarding schools in the world. Former students include the Shah of Iran, Prince Rainier of Monaco, King Farouk of Egypt, King Albert II of Belgium, and members of the Rothschild, DuPont, and Rockefeller families. But here's what makes La Rosie truly insane. It has 2 campuses. Students rotate seasonally between the Chateau de Rosie estate in Rolle, built in the 14th century, and chalets in the ski resort of Gstaad. In winter, they're literally skiing in the Swiss Alps as part of their education. In spring and autumn, they're studying in a medieval castle overlooking Lake Geneva. The main campus stretches across 28 hectares of land, with the chateau carved into big stone pillars standing next to majestic iron gates. The facilities are beyond anything Millionaire Schools can offer. 2 Olympic-sized swimming pools, 1 indoor and 1 outdoor, surrounded by lush greenery that makes the school look more like a fancy holiday resort than an actual high school. The libraries and classrooms are huge and equipped with the latest technologies. The La Rosie Library contains thousands of books in over 20 languages, with designated study areas and discussion rooms. Students have access to various labs for studying natural sciences, all equipped with the best quality materials and technologies. With around 150 teachers monitoring and teaching 400 students on campus, most classes are small, ensuring teachers can give individual students more attention. Students attend classes from 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., then have a break during which they're served delicious hot chocolate. Classes resume and continue until around 3:30 p.m. After academic classes, students head to the Paul and Henry Carnell Hall, which houses 3 orchestras, 2 choirs, photo studies, and various theater groups. Children can indulge in learning dance and gastronomy. Those who display proficiency in musical instruments join the choir and get opportunities to perform at the La Rosie Concert Hall, which seats around 900 people. The school maintains a strict quota system. No more than 10% of students can come from any single country, ensuring a truly global elite network. With over 20 languages taught and a student-to-teacher ratio of 5:1, every aspect is designed for personalized attention at the highest level. Sports facilities include over 25 different activities: swimming, tennis, cricket, football, volleyball, basketball courts, beach volleyball pits, and 2 gyms. They have private riding stables with over 20 horses of the finest breed and health, with regular riding classes as part of the curriculum. The school even built a nautical center at Lake Geneva, where students practice rowing and unwind at a spa designed specifically for them. At the winter campus in Gstaad, students participate in ice hockey. The La Rosie ice hockey team has been winning various championships since 1948. Dinner is a formal event every day at 7:30 sharp. To encourage humility and work ethic, La Rosie has students rotating as waiters and staff during dinner time. Meals are prepared by in-house chefs using the finest and most delicious ingredients. But even La Rosie isn't the most exclusive. There are schools so secretive that even billionaires can't guarantee admission. College Alpin Beau Soleil, situated 1,350 meters above sea level in Villars, Switzerland, costs approximately $129,328 annually. The school prides itself on its diverse student body, representing more than 55 different nations. With a student capacity limited to just 260, Beau Soleil deliberately maintains a low student-to-teacher ratio, fostering a close-knit and supportive environment. The school offers an extensive range of extracurricular activities that go well beyond the ordinary. From ice skating and horse riding to yoga and boxing, students are encouraged to explore their interests and develop new skills. Given its location in the Swiss Alps, Beausoleil takes full advantage of the winter wonderland around it, offering a comprehensive winter ski program allowing students to develop their skiing abilities while enjoying breathtaking alpine landscapes. Then there's Aiglon College in Switzerland, costing around $135,250 annually. Founded in 1949 by John C. Corlett, this exclusive boarding school caters to the elite in the charming alpine village of Chessières, just a stone's throw from the renowned ski resort of Villars-sur-Olon. Aiglon's campus sprawls over approximately 60,000 square meters, comprising around 40 distinct buildings and chalets. This meticulously designed campus offers cutting-edge classrooms, well-equipped science labs, art studios, and a well-stocked library. The heart of Aiglon's unique community lies in its boarding houses, 8 senior boarding houses and 2 junior houses, each exuding its own charm and character. Aiglon College stands out for its unwavering commitment to outdoor education. Students aren't confined to textbooks and classrooms. They're encouraged to explore the natural wonders around them with a rigorous outdoor program, including rock climbing, camping, hiking, mountaineering, and kayaking. For winter sports enthusiasts, Aiglon is a dream come true, providing unparalleled opportunities for skiing and snowboarding. Institut auf dem Rosenberg in Switzerland, founded in 1889, costs around $145,500 annually. Owned and managed by the Gademann family, Rosenberg remains a private family-run institution, ensuring a level of exclusivity and personalized attention virtually unparalleled. The campus spans 100,000 square meters of private parkland, exuding grandeur and tranquility. Students are accommodated in meticulously restored Art Nouveau villas, providing a living experience that combines historic charm with modern amenities. Rosenberg spares no expense on facilities, state-of-the-art classrooms, cutting-edge laboratories, and a well-equipped library. Sports enthusiasts can indulge in skiing, ice skating, mountain biking, golf, and more. The school even boasts its own boat for water skiing. But even these schools pale in comparison to the most secretive institution of all. The École Privée du Sinoir in Switzerland doesn't publish tuition rates, doesn't offer applications, and doesn't accept contact unless your family has been pre-cleared through what insiders call the lineage verification corridor. Located in a classified alpine zone above Lake Léman, with double airspace restrictions, the school is surrounded by sensors buried deep in rock. The only confirmed way in is a subterranean cable rail that begins at a decommissioned Swiss weather station and ends 2 kilometers underground, beneath one of the most heavily guarded civilian facilities in Western Europe. Enrollment is capped at exactly 22 students, selected through deep surveillance assessments conducted by private intelligence cells affiliated with Five Eyes contractors. The deposit alone is $100 million, non-refundable, placed in escrow under Swiss institutional anonymity laws. This isn't payment, it's vetting, proof that your family understands what's being offered, access to transnational instruments of control that aren't for sale outside these walls. When the Trump family inquired about admission, they never received a reply. Sources inside a major Swiss private bank confirmed the inquiry was red-flagged under a code called DeltaVol, vulnerability classification reserved for families considered too loud, too unpredictable, and too politically entangled to ensure future discretion. This is where we see the real difference between millionaire and billionaire education. Millionaire schools focus on academic excellence, character building, and networking within recognizable elite circles. Billionaire schools operate as sovereign territories, training future controllers of global systems. But while Western billionaires are paying astronomical sums for traditional elite education, something fascinating is happening in China that's making even the most expensive schools look outdated. In Shenzhen, regular high schools are equipped with technology that would make Silicon Valley jealous. We're talking about smart classroom technologies with digital whiteboards, tablets, and online learning platforms integrated into every aspect of learning. Coding, robotics, and artificial intelligence aren't electives. They're baked into the core curriculum for students as young as 12. Chinese students are using AI-powered lamps that direct light specifically to each student's desk, with sensors that detect natural lighting in the classroom and identify which spots need more illumination. These aren't just regular LED lights. They use warm light technology designed not to strain eyes during extended study sessions. Anti-reflective screens have replaced traditional blackboards in most classrooms across China. These screens use advanced technology to make it easier for students to see content without glare or reflection issues. Every conversation is monitored through multiple cameras positioned around classrooms, allowing students who miss class to access recorded lessons later. The desks and chairs are specially designed for optimal learning posture and can be adjusted for China's mandatory nap time, because the afternoon nap is considered essential for cognitive performance. These aren't just comfortable chairs, they're ergonomically designed to support proper spine alignment during both study and rest periods. Air purifiers in every classroom can detect and eliminate airborne pathogens before symptoms appear. If a student might be sick without showing symptoms, these devices can purify the air to prevent virus spread throughout the classroom, technology that became especially relevant during the pandemic, but remains standard equipment. Here's what's really mind-blowing. China has committed to spending at least 4% of GDP on education. In 2020, that translated to approximately $830 billion US. Compare that to the individual fortunes being spent on Swiss boarding schools, and you start to see a different approach to creating tomorrow's leaders. Regular high schools in cities like Shenzhen have flight simulators for the domestically produced C919 aircraft, a plane 100% developed and manufactured in China. Students also have access to artificial intelligence laboratories, robotics labs, and spaces dedicated to every conceivable discipline, from dance to advanced manufacturing. The Chinese approach emphasizes collective advancement through technological integration, while Western billionaire schools focus on individual exclusivity through traditional luxury. Both systems are producing future leaders, but they're preparing them for very different worlds. China's net enrollment rate for primary education has consistently been above 99%, indicating almost universal access. They have approximately 150,000 primary schools, with roughly 105 million students enrolled. That's not just impressive, it's a complete reimagining of how to educate an entire generation at scale. Meanwhile, the gross enrollment rate for secondary education in China reached approximately 89% by 2020, with about 60 million students enrolled in junior secondary schools and around 24 million in senior secondary schools. Compare this to the 22 students at École Privée du Sinois or the 260 at Beau Soleil, and you see two completely different approaches to developing human potential. The fundamental difference isn't just about money, it's about philosophy. Western billionaire schools preserve existing power structures through exclusivity and tradition. Chinese schools are building new power structures through technological advancement and collective achievement. What we're seeing is the emergence of two distinct educational philosophies for the global elite. The traditional Western approach maintains exclusivity through astronomical costs and secretive admission processes, creating small networks of incredibly well-connected individuals. The Chinese approach democratizes advanced education through technological integration, creating large networks of technologically sophisticated individuals. The irony is that while Western billionaires are paying premium prices for exclusivity, the most advanced educational technology is being deployed at scale in Chinese public schools. A regular high school in Shenzhen has more sophisticated AI integration than most American private schools, costing 6 figures annually. This technological gap is starting to influence even the most exclusive Western institutions. Schools that once relied purely on tradition and networking are now investing heavily in AI-powered learning systems, biometric monitoring, and advanced simulation technologies. The future of elite education isn't just about who can afford the highest tuition. It's about who can most effectively integrate advanced technology with human development. And right now, China is leading that integration at a scale that Western billionaire schools, despite their astronomical costs, are struggling to match. As we look toward the future, the distinction between millionaire and billionaire schools may become less about cost and more about technological sophistication. The schools that survive and thrive will be those that can combine the networking advantages of exclusivity with the educational advantages of advanced technology. The real question isn't whether you can afford to send your child to a $157,000 per year school in Switzerland. The real question is whether that school is preparing your child for a world where their Chinese counterparts have been using AI-integrated education since elementary school. The game is changing, and the schools that recognize this shift, whether they're serving millionaires or billionaires, will be the ones that truly prepare the next generation of global leaders. The future belongs to those who can master both the art of exclusive networking and the science of technological integration. What's becoming clear is that the most successful future leaders won't just come from the most expensive schools. They'll come from the schools that best prepare students for a world where technology and human intelligence work together seamlessly. So here's what I want to know. Given everything we've covered about the technological revolution happening in Chinese schools versus the traditional exclusivity of Western billionaire education, which approach do you think will produce more effective leaders for the future? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this deep dive into elite education opened your eyes to how the ultra-wealthy are really preparing their children for the future, smash that like button and subscribe for more insider looks at how the 1% lives. Check out the videos suggested on your screen for more content that pulls back the curtain on the world's most exclusive institutions.